My gym. Look at this, you guys. This is Hi guys, my name is Louise, physical therapist and personal trainer, which means I help women just like you get in the best shape of your life. Today I'm going to do a day in the life of a personal trainer in Dubai. I have been a trainer here in Dubai for 3 years now, and I just want to show you kind of what a normal day looks like. And I'm starting here in my kitchen right now. It is 7:46 a.m. I have been up since 5:15. And I wanted to film that, but honestly when I wake up at 5:15 and I have to be at a client's house at 6, I'm not functioning, so I did not film that. I came back and now I'm going to do my own workout before I head out to some more clients. So I'm just going to show you quickly here how I make my pre-workout. It's super easy. I like to use Silicone C4, and what I do is I just take 1 scoop here of my C4 in my little cup, then I add water, and then we're ready to go. I'm also quickly going to make some BCAAs to sip on while I'm at the gym. So again, just adding water. Then I take 2 scoops of BCAAs. This, I like having BCAAs if I train fasted, which I am doing today. So now I'm just going to have my pre-workout, and then I will be heading to the gym. Today I'm training quads and abs, and I am going to film the workout for you guys so you can see that as well. This day, just to give you a little overview, I started my day at 5:15. I had my first client at 6 a.m. and I will finish my day at 9 p.m. I have 5 clients today, I believe. Then I have my own workout, and then I also have my online clients to tend to and to make sure they are all taken care of. And in the meantime, I also do some social media stuff, like this filming part is probably what I'm going to be doing today, but I'll just take you with me throughout the whole day. You can see how I do everything. So my client training, my own training, my social media marketing, and everything else in between. And yeah, I hope you're gonna enjoy this. So I am training in my apartment gym today, which is downstairs. This building has a pretty good apartment gym. I do sometimes still go to my other gym, which is in another part of town, but today I came back home and I didn't have so much time, so I'm just gonna head downstairs, and I'm just waiting for the lift to take me downstairs to the gym. And here we go. It's so convenient to have a gym in your building. I can't even describe how much easier that has made my life. And here we go. Short little walk from the lift to the gym. And I'm just going inside. In this gym they have everything you need, so they give you towels, headphones, anything you might need for your workout. Taking you through this quad and ab workout, I always start with 10 minutes of cardio. No matter what I'm training, this is a staple in my workout. So when I train legs, I like starting on the bike for my warm-up, but also I might use the treadmill or the Stairmaster, whatever's available. After the general cardio warm-up, I go into a more muscle-specific warm-up, doing dynamic stretches here for my hip flexors and my glutes and hamstrings, just getting them moving. Here for my abductors and adductors, and again for the hip joint, making sure everything is nice and warmed up before I start adding more weight. And I'm sorry for the camera angle, I didn't see that I was like cutting myself half off. But here I'm doing 1.5 and normal air squats, just up and down here, again warming up the hips. Then I'm staying down for a few seconds, moving from side to side, again opening up inside the hips, and just standing back up. Next up here, I'm going to do the first exercise in my program. This is Smith machine squat, and I'm doing it without extra weight. Again, just warming up, practicing the movements before I go into heavier exercises. Do not neglect your warm-up. It is so important, especially if you want to be working out for your whole life. It's so important to warm up properly before you start adding weights. Now I'm going into the first set. For this first set, I'm doing 40 kilos, which is actually the weight I'm going to be doing for the whole workout. I have had some problems with my hip flexors, so I'm not going super heavy. Also, I just like keeping that muscle tension, and I feel like if I'm going heavier, that's a bit more difficult. So lightweight, especially here on the Smith machine where there's constant tension on. And then I go straight from that into the next exercise, which is split squats, or I guess you can call them lunges. I grab a couple of plates and I get into position, and I do 10 repetitions on one leg, and then I switch legs and do 10 repetitions on the other leg. Again, I like going quite slow and controlled, pretty lightweight. I feel a really good burn in my quads when I don't go too heavy and just focus on keeping good form and a good tempo. So yeah, 4 sets of 10 reps of these 2 exercises supersetted. When doing lunges, make sure you have about 90 degrees in both the front and the back knee, and that all your weight is in the heel of the front foot. The next exercise is a standalone exercise, so don't superset it. It is the front foot elevated Smith machine split squat. Again, I focus on slow and controlled reps, pretty low weight. I only have 2.5 kilos on each side, yet I still only do 8 reps because this one is a killer. I feel it a lot in my quads, but it also goes straight to the glutes. And for all these exercises, most of them, I like to incorporate my glutes on my quad day as well. My quads are pretty well developed, so I like just having a little bit of glute focus as well. But this day is mainly for quads, and that's what you're gonna see. And I also feel this one mostly in my quads when I do it this way. And next up here we have fully quad focused leg extensions. I flex my ankles and just go slowly on the way back and pretty fast on the way up. Again, relatively low weight here, so I can keep good technique. I don't lose the tension at any point, not at the top, not at the bottom. I don't need to take any rest during my set. And again, here I do 4 sets of 10 reps, and boy do they burn. And that was my 4 leg exercises, and now we are on to abs. This ab circuit consists of 4 exercises. The first one you see here, crunches, keeping the tension both on the way up and down, exhaling on the way up, inhaling on the way down, and I'm doing 10 crunches here. Then I go straight into bicycle crunches, 20 repetitions here, twisting from side to side, keeping my low back firmly on the floor throughout the whole exercise. Opposite elbow to opposite knee, stretching the knee out. Then from there I go into rollouts. Rollouts is one of the exercises that I see most people doing wrong. How I demonstrate it here is how I believe they're done right. Here I keep my hips over my knees or in front of my knees the whole time. I never let my hips go behind the knees, and that means I never take off tension off of my abs. I keep my spine slightly rounded and my abs active in a little crunch move that I don't let go of at any point, and then I don't roll further out, and I can still keep that rounded back and that crunch and my active core. This way the exercise doesn't go and strain the low back, but it gives a really good stress on your abs and shoulders. The last one I have here is my version of leg raises or leg lowers or whatever you want to call them. Like I said, I have some issues with my hip flexors, and this is one of my rehab exercises. So I bring my knees in, take off the tension when I stretch them up, and then I lower down with tension. So I do an eccentric hip flexor strength exercise. And for me this is really tough. I can only do about 5 before I need to bend my knees. This is an easier version. And the main thing you have to focus on is being able to keep your lower back firmly on the floor throughout all your repetitions. I am doing 10 reps total here. I did 5 with straight knees, and then I switched to 5 with bent knees when it got too heavy and I felt my lower back starting to lift off of the floor. And that was all for this workout. I am finishing up here with a hip flexor stretch. Again, just for me with my hip flexor problems right now, after I train legs or my hip flexors, I just need to stretch them out. And especially this right side that I'm doing here is so painful, but I know that if I don't do it, I'm going to be in pain all day. And when I stretch it out, it is so much better, and I'm not really bothered by it. I have had this issue with my hip flexors for many years, but recently, last year actually, it got really bad. I've been to a physio, I've been doing a lot of work on it, and I've just found that if I train them, strength train my hip flexors, especially the eccentric way that I showed you, and I make sure to really stretch them out before and after every single workout, plus in yoga, then I am actually not that bothered or restricted by it anymore. I still don't go super heavy with my weights, and I'm still a little bit careful because it is not really good yet. I think because I'm driving so much, it is my right side, but anyway, when I stretch like this, it does get a lot better. So that was my workout, and now I'm going to go back home, eat some breakfast and get back to work. But first I just want to show you this beautiful view from my gym. Look at this, you guys. This is like every day when I look at that building, I get amazed of how pretty it is. So it's a bit foggy today. My lens is even getting foggy as I'm out here now. It's super humid, as you can see. Winter is coming, but we're not there yet. But yeah, amazing view from the gym and this beautiful building here. Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. I am back from the gym. I had a quick shower and just made my food ready. So the benefit of training in the morning is that I can eat both my breakfast and my post-workout at the same time. So I'm going to do that. I'm in a little bit of a rush. I have like 5 minutes to eat all of this food, but I am good at eating quick, and then I will be off to work. Trained one client here in Murdiff, and now I'm going to Dubai Marina for my next client. And what's happened in the meantime is that my 2 clients tonight have cancelled. So after this one that finishes at about 1 p.m. I'm actually done with clients, and then I'll just have all my office work, all my social media work. I'm gonna edit a few videos and yeah, a bunch of stuff. So I'm still gonna be super busy, but at least I finish at 1 p.m. instead of 9 p.m. and I don't have to like go home and then go back out after this one. So that's I don't like when my clients cancel. I'll talk more about that a little bit later. Now I have to get to the marina. I made it to the marina in time and I got here a bit before my clients, so I thought I would just show you guys the gym. I'm not filming my clients because I feel like that's not something I want to do right now, but I still want to show you the facilities here in this gym. I have two ladies that I train right here, and yeah, it's a really nice gym, beautiful view, and yeah, we have everything we need here. So I am back home and I've changed into my pajamas because I'm going to take a little nap. On days like this where I wake up at 5 a.m. I need a nap. Like 9 out of 10 days like this, my brain just shuts down. So whenever I have a chance, if I'm out all day I'm fine, but as soon as I get home I get so tired. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna eat lunch, and then I'm gonna go take a 1 hour nap, I think. And then when I wake up, I have a lot of work to do with social media, with YouTube, with answering messages, and yeah, just interacting on Instagram and with my online clients. And I also want to go grocery shopping later. What happened, like I said, is that I had 2 clients that cancelled today. So that means I'm not going back out to work. I was supposed to go back to work at 5 p.m, 5:30 I think, and then I had another one at 7:30, so I was supposed to stay out until about 9 p.m. tonight, but instead I'm going to just be working here from home, going grocery shopping, getting some errands done, and just putting a lot of work into my social media and my YouTube videos so that I don't have to do that so much on the weekend. So all in all, that's I'm gonna make the best of it. I don't personally like when my clients cancel. What I do is that if a client cancels 24 hours or less before the sessions are scheduled, then I do charge for the session. And it's not something that I enjoy doing, but simply just because of the way I do this full-time. So I'm a full-time personal trainer. I do nothing else except for some social media and some online clients, but my main income is from personal training. And the problem with that is that if a slot is booked, usually everyone wants the same hours, and I have a limitation just because I can only be one place at the same time. So when that slot is booked by someone, I usually have to say no to take new clients in at that particular time. And then I allow people to cancel, reschedule everything up to 24 hours before. I know that things can happen, but the last 24 hours, for me that is just too late to give the slot to anyone else to try and rearrange my schedule. And all my plans already set out, everything I need to do basically. You plan for what your work day looks like. And so that means that I will charge for that session because it's an hour that I cannot get back and I cannot make money on it. And I know that's a really difficult subject for many trainers. I've always done this. So for the 6 years that I've been a personal trainer, even when I was a trainer in Denmark, I would always charge for sessions cancelled less than 24 hours in advance. I think that's just for people common courtesy. I know you can get sick, I know you can have kids that get sick, but hopefully that only happens once in a while, and then I personally, at least I would feel like it's okay that I then pay my trainer for that hour that they put aside for me. So that's the policy I have with my clients, and I'm very strict with it. But I also do the same thing. So if I get sick or if something happens and I have to cancel within 24 hours before a session, then I also give my clients a free session. So for me it works both ways. I think it's the most fair for everyone, and anything before 24 hours I just let people cancel. And like I said, when people cancel, is not something that I like, even though it gives me some more time free to do other stuff. Because what I really care about is my clients getting results, and that's another part of this 24-hour cancellation rule, that it makes people have to keep their commitments. And that's a lot of what personal training is about, in my opinion, is that the client makes a commitment to do their sessions and become fit, and they do that by hiring you to come. And then if they have like a little way out if they're tired or whatever. I understand things can happen, but it's just overall I get the best results with people if they know I charge, and then they just show up even though they may not want to be there on that particular day. But they hired me because they want to have that commitment and to work on their fitness, and that's what I'm there for. So when people cancel, I don't particularly like it. I want them to see results, and they only get results when they do that training with me. But it is what it is, and it happens unfortunately. Anyway, means that I have more time today to work on YouTube editing and to go grocery shopping. I haven't been able to do that for 2 days, so yeah, and I always also have time to nap. So I'm just gonna roll with it. And yeah, now it's a little bit different. I thought it was gonna be like a normal work day, which would be, I had 5 clients today, and now we're down to 3. So I had 1 client in the morning at 6 AM in Dubai Marina, then I had 1 client at 10:15 in Murdev, and then I had another one at 11:45 in Dubai Marina again. So I took you, the footage I showed you was going to Murdev from my house, where I trained a client, 2 clients actually in their house. They train in their bedroom. And then my other 2 clients in the marina, they both have apartment gyms. I showed you some footage of one of the apartment gyms. And this is what I do, you guys. So in Dubai, training at home is a big thing. So instead of me being in a gym and people coming to me, I come to them. It's a convenient thing for people, and for many that's just what they need. The commitment and the convenience means that people are able to stick with their training for much longer, and because they can stick with it, they get much better results. I actually really like working this way. It does give me some extra work time because I have about half an hour or more sometimes traveling to or from my clients for every session. But you know, it is what it is. I got used to it, and now I spend about half my day on the Dubai roads, the other half with clients. So, and it's been like this for 3 years now, so I've gotten used to it. But definitely when I came from Denmark, where I used to be in one gym, and then came here to Dubai and started working this way, that was a big transition and a big process of getting used to driving so much. But after 3 years, I can finally say that I've gotten used to it. Anyway, now I'm just rambling on because I'm so tired. So now I'm just gonna make my lunch, which is already made. I just need to prepare a little salad with it, and then I'm going to take a nap. So for my lunch, I prepared this already in advance. It's some pumpkin, butternut squash, I think, and some white fish. And I'm just going to do the easiest thing you can do in the whole entire world. Pop it in the microwave, 2 minutes, and then it'll be ready. And while that is in the microwave, I took some fresh chopped kale and just put it on my plate. And now I'll add a dressing to that. So this is just olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and a bit of liquid sweetener that I bring back from Denmark, and I just pour that kind of over everything, and then I mix it up here so it's like a little sauce. So otherwise this kale can be kind of boring, especially with white fish, which I don't really like, to be honest, but it's good for you. And that was my fish done. Now I have my white fish and my pumpkin, and it doesn't get much easier or much more lazy than this, but like I said, I'm super tired. I just want to eat so I can go to sleep, and I'm eating before I sleep because otherwise I know I won't be able to fall asleep even though I'm super tired, because I can't sleep when I'm hungry. Anyway, this is how it's gonna be. And yeah, that is basically it. Here we go. Kale, pumpkin, and some white fish. Oh, and I forgot the best part. Hold on. This right here is the very best part. Whoop. I'm dropping my rice cakes. Caramel rice cakes that I brought back from Denmark. I still have some left. And I'm having 50 grams with this meal. White fish, veggies, bit of olive oil, and 50 grams of delicious caramel rice cakes. And then after that, I know I'm gonna sleep like a baby. Waking up from a nap is just the hardest thing sometimes. And what I try to do usually is I try to pretend like it's a brand new day. So I'll brush my teeth, I'll have a coffee, and then I'll just get started on work again like it's a new day, and I wake up and I have these things to do. But especially when I don't have to be somewhere for work, it's really hard for me sometimes to get back up after taking a nap. And if you're wondering, I took off my makeup before I went to bed and I put some oil on my skin. And yes, I have really bad skin right now. I don't know what is going on, but I'm just trying to take care of it and moisturize it as much as I can. I am almost 30 and I still get acne breakouts like if I was a teenager. That's just life. But I always take such good care of my skin. I even like now before I went to bed, like I said, I took off my makeup and I put some oil on my skin. My skin can get really dry. I have made blog posts about what I do to take care of my skin before, and I'll put a link down below. But just if you're wondering, yes, it's a pimple. Yes, it's massive. Yes, you can't see anything else on my face if I don't put makeup on. And I try to put makeup on as little as possible so that it can get some air and breathe and heal up. And probably in a week my skin will be perfectly clear. Adult acne is the worst thing. But if that's the biggest problem you have in life, then yeah, count yourself lucky. Anyway, I'll try to get out of bed now and then I'll catch you in a little while. I've just been sitting here for about, I think, 3 hours. I kind of lost track of time, but it's about 9 p.m. now, so about 3 hours, and I've just been editing this video actually, so I'm just now filming the outro to say goodbye and hope that you enjoyed watching me following my day. I am going to have some halo top. I'll have like 2/3 of this, and then I made a cup of tea. I was, like I said, going to go to the shops to buy some groceries, but it's 9 p.m. and I'm still super tired, so I'm just gonna go to bed. I have a client at 8 in the morning. I wanted to also say that I do work 6 days a week. Usually I have about 5 clients a day. Right now I used to work a lot more, up to 11, 12 clients a day, which was just so hard. And now luckily I've been able to cut back quite a lot and have some more free time. So about 5 clients a day is what I do now, sometimes up to 7 or 8. But that's just so much more manageable and I enjoy my life so much more, so that is amazing. But I did have a couple of years where I would work 16-hour days, 5-6 days a week, and I still work 6 days a week, but now shorter days, so I have time for myself, time for the gym, time to prep my food, time to film these videos and do other stuff on social media, and that's something I'm really starting to enjoy. So hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer it as best as I can. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and that you subscribe to my channel, and of course also let me know what you'd like to see here on the channel and I'll try to give you more of that. Make sure you also check out my Instagram and my blog, where I post more free content like this every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, train right and stay fit. Bye!